It is not easy to lose a child. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. And
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I've been through hell and back, nobody by my side, nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, but the man got trauma, but the man I've been through hell and back, nobody by my side, nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, but the man got trauma, but the man
hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's a girl Owamie, and welcome back to another episode of To Hell and Back. If it's the first time joining me, almost living in the welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, my ninjas, if you'd like to also be part of our show, I'm sure there's a pamphlet that will pull up. Please do send a WhatsApp message. You will get a response quicker than if you send an email. Now, today, ninjas, we are here with the gorgeous Pumi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, Owamie.
How are you?
Good, thanks, and yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. I was just telling you, I love the blonde.
Oh, yes.
It's like blonde on blonde. You look so beautiful.
Thank you. You too, yeah, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Black on black. Okay, so you actually watched the video of Mama Kabanele.
Yes.
And you decided that you also wanted to come and share your story.
True.
So if you're anyone that watched Vanele's mom's video, you would just understand why the mood is kind of down and everything. So I think before we just get to your story, can we please just get to know who is Pumi?
My name is Pumeza.
Mm-hmm.
My surname is November.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I got married.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using Muhotleng.
Okay.
I'm a very sweet person.
Mm-hmm.
Humble, but very loud. You
Ne?
can think I'm fighting and all to find out, no, it's just my voice. My voice is loud.
Okay.
But I'm a very loving and caring person.
I can see. I spent some time with you before.
Most of people by her side, I would say, yeah, she looks very cheeky, or she's going to say something bad to me. No, know me, and then you'll find out she's just a sweet person.
Ne?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that is good. And where were you raised? Where were you born?
I was born in Eastern Cape.
Okay.
Yeah, and my parents came this side, and then we stayed in Vosloorus.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't know my mother.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my mom passed on while I was still very, very young.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So
for
I was
that.
staying with my father
Mm-hmm.
and the stepfather.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very difficult time by then.
Mm-hmm.
Until, you strive.
Yeah. Do you have siblings, like full-blooded siblings from your mom
My
and
sister
your dad?
passed on.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
So I'm alone at home.
Wow.
For now, I don't have my mom, my dad. I have no one.
Your dad also passed.
Yes.
You do have your husband though.
Yes, I have my aunt as well.
You have your
And
aunt as
my aunt's kids. My
Okay.
sister that I have is the one that I'm with now.
Oh, is it?
She's my sister. We share everything. Yeah.
Okay.
She knows me better than anyone else.
Is it? She's your friend?
She's my friend. She's my sister. We call
Okay.
sisters now because we're always together.
Yeah.
Where I go, whether my phone rings, and then she will answer. She knows each and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
We appreciate friends
Yeah.
and sisters like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's also here in the studio. At the end of the video, she will be listening to everything that we're going to say. And since as you're saying that she's been there through it all, I felt like, we're also going to give her an opportunity to can just come maybe and share if there's where, we miss. With emotional stories, it's not always easy to think of everything that you want to say. So I think that she can also be someone that would have an input that would depend on what she hears. If there's something she wants to clarify or add on, then she will come and then you guys will get to see her. Okay. So let's start off now with the reason why you're here.
The reason why I'm here. I saw a story on TikTok. Actually, my sister saw a story on TikTok. And she rushed to me. She said, you know what? I don't want you to see what I just saw now. And I'm like, what is it? She said, please go to TikTok. The lady, she's explaining how her son was killed. And it is exactly the way Ufano Bambolele Ngakon, the way my son was killed. And I'm like, please, let's listen to it. And then we'll listen to Omamaga Anele telling her story. She touched us. And she's still bleeding like me. I'm bleeding every day. So we WhatsApp her, we DM her to say, please, can you please call us back? We need to speak to you. We need the person you went and share your story. We want to see Owamie, where she is, how to get hold of her. Luckily, she did call us.
Yeah.
And then she gave us all the information, and she tell us what happened to his son. And then we explained to her as well, Guti, the way your son was brutal, beaten and killed, it's the same thing that happens to my son. If I can tell you the story. It was 2023 when we received a call, 30th of December.
30th of December 2023.
2023.
So it's just now, it's still under 2 years.
Yes.
Okay.
2023, Bara Hospital, they call us. And they said, we must rush to Bara. There's a child, Olimele. And then the child gave them the numbers that they can call me. We rushed to Bara. When we get there, my son was burned. He was beaten. They tried to cut his neck. He was chained. Hands and legs. They tried to take out the teeth out. There was something that they were giving it to him to drink it. I couldn't look at him. And then the doctors, they said, no, guys, please just go outside and wait outside. We're still busy with him. Later, they move him to Ben's unit at Bara. That's where he stays. He stays there till 2024, January the 23rd.
So he stayed there for almost a month.
A month.
Almost a month. Okay,
Almost a
so
month.
you know what I would love for us to talk about, ne? So we will pick it up from when you said his name was Fano.
Lamlani came in November.
Fano, yes. Okay, so we're gonna pick up there where he was now in the Benz unit for almost a month. But before we get to the unfortunate event that happened to him, I would love for you to just tell us, who was Fano? What kind of a person was he? How old was he?
Oh. Finally. Sweet someone. A child will never be angry. A child will never fight anyone. The child, he doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't know how to be angry. Smart, intelligent. I was pregnant in a very young age. I struggled ukuthi ngimkhulise. I've made sure ukuthi there is nothing akazoyiswela ufana. Nothing will come between me and him. He started to attend a school in Foster's lower grade. It's in Magaya to grade 6. And then I took him to Mandisa. He attended school there. Went grade 7 to Mandisa Steka. That was a high school. He started to attend the grade 7 at Mandisa Steka. Thank you. Okay. Even the teachers, principal of Mandisa Steka, if he is not at school, they will call and say, "Where's Kenny?" He finished his matric. He went to Val University. He did his studies there for 3 years. He was doing safety. Along the way, he said, "Ma'am, I'm looking for a casual piece job just to make some cash." I got a job for him at Total Sport in Key West. Now he's next to me. He worked there because he was when you tell people ukuthi umntanakho he's sweet, he's akekho stoti, engathi uyazigabisa, but that's how he is. Even people that he worked with, they're still crying even today. They're still asking themselves, what happened to Kenny? Kenny will never start anyone. Kenny will never say anything bad to anyone. Kenny will rather be quiet and listen to his music. It happens that I need to take Kenny to Lanesia, Tembelihle, to Umkhulu. He got there, he stays there. And then, kids, they met friends. And then he met this friend that I don't even know her, Portia Banda, and Bam Bam, and Nail. Is it Nail or not? while he's staying there, obviously, you cannot choose for your child who can he hang around with. So I promise him that I'm going to see him on the 27th, before New Year's Eve. I said, I'm going to be here on the 27th of December, 2024, to come and see you. And then I'll bring you a new cell phone and your new clothes. I said, okay, mommy, no problem. And then, yeah. On the 27th, when I get there, I've got his stuff, brand new clothes, beautiful things. And I ask where he is. But no, he left this morning on a Friday. He left with a friend. Probably later he's going to come back. Then we drop everything and then we left. Me and my sister, my friend. We stayed at home waiting for him to call us. Good mom. They told me you were here. Nothing. On Friday. Saturday, nothing. And now Saturday we're starting to be worried. Today is Saturday. Sunday morning, a call. She's bringing a phone to me. Friend, check. And I'm like, what? Bara. It's Bara. Yes, what happened? By my phone, hello, but hi, this is Bara, casualty. Is it Pumeza? It is. Okay, Pumeza, please rush here. Your son is admitted.
Which is the story that we started with, the events that happened.
Yes.
So when he was, how old was he?
27.
He was 27. Who was he staying with at Lanesia South? Is it Lanesia South?
Yes.
Was he working there?
No, he was staying there,
Okay.
In church,
Kumkulu in church.
Yes.
Or was he going into an initiation school?
Yes.
Okay, so he was going into an initiation school.
Yes.
Okay, no, then that's fine. You can continue from, he stayed in ICU for 3 weeks.
So we went there and then they said, no, but we're going to take him later to the ward. So for now, there's nothing that we can do because the doctors, they're still busy with him. So we left. And then the following day we went to him and then we saw him. So he was full of bandage, the hands, the head. Yeah, it was bad. The neck, I think I do have the pictures that I'm going to show you what happens to him. So we've tried to speak to him. Fano, what happened? At Mama, these people, they wanted to kill me. But how did they want to kill you? And there's this lady, Pushia and Bam Bam. They came to me and said, let's go to the stores just to go and buy a cigarette. I've never thought these people, they wanted to sell me to the Indians. I said, what are you saying? I don't understand you. You were kumkul. You left there with these people and then they said you're going to buy a cigarette. Yes, Mama. So what happened with the cigarette? No, we went next to the store. There's a store there. There's a bottle store in Lanesia. We went to that bottle store and buy a cigarette. And then after that, they just said, let's take a walk. And then we went to another pink big house. When we get there, there's a black gate. When you get in that black gate, you cannot see outside. You can't even see inside. So when we get in there, I saw a lot of people. And he said to me, Mom, have you ever watched a movie where there's gangsters? There's a lot of people in that place. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then you got there, and then what happened? And he said to me, these people, they spoke to the guy and say, this is the guy that we're looking for.
Who are the people that said that the girls?
Yes, a girl and the guy Bambata, Portia Banda, and the Jonathan. Is it Jonathan or Jonathan? Yeah.
Are they both black?
Yes. So he started to ask, what is happening? Why am I here? And then they start beating him. They start beating you. Yes, Mama, they start beating me. They start putting chains on my hands, my feet, and then they push me to the small cottage. That's just a cottage house. It's dark there. And then they tied me there. I sat down and keep on saying, guys, please, I'm not the one that you're looking for. I have nothing. Can't you even see? Can't you even hear my tone, the way I speak to you? I am not the person that you're looking for. And they started beating him. He said they would keep on, changing each other. Omunye aye, nomunye aye, omunye aye, nomunye aye. That was Friday. That's what they did to him. When he asked them, Muguti, I'm thirsty, and then they were just giving him something that he was drinking because there was the mouth was black. And I can't even explain. He was dry. The mouth was dry. It looks like the mouth was burned as well. So he seated there. They were busy beating him, trying to, because this side, on this side, I think left-hand side, there was wounds here where they were beating him with guns. Yeah, with guns and everything. And then on Saturday night, he said, Mom, on Saturday night it was worse. I think they were high or they were drunk. Someone will come and pee at me. Someone will just pass there and kick me. Until a pregnant woman, Indian pregnant woman, the owner of the house, a queen of the house, Nayet's wife in Lanesia, the pink house, the kingpin of the drugs, a guy who's everyone is scared of him, took a white duck and acid. They closed my son's eyes, and they put a white duck on him. And the lady burned him.
Burn him with what?
With acid. He said, Mama, I cried. I called your name. I said, Mama, please help me. Mama, help me. By then, there was no one. It was only them. He says to me, Mama, I prayed. I said, God, you're the only one who can help me here. And then he said, Mommy, I saw Uti, there's no double up here. It's in his face. And then he passed out. When he passed out, they walk in and say, yeah, it looks like he's dead already. And then they kick him. And then he was just lying down there. And then the boss said, take the bastard, go and throw him away there. Make sure no one finds him. They put him in a kiddie car. You know those kiddie cars? Where they, on a golf course, those cars,
yes.
They put him on a kiddie cars. They drove him to Extension 10 next to the primary school there. There's a big bush there. They throw him there. After they throw him there, and then he said, Mommy, and then I slept there. I just listened to them when they are going away or what. And then they shoot 2 bullets, and then they left. After they left, I waited just a few minutes to hear if are they still around or what. And then I realized, oh, they're not here anymore. Then I crawled, screaming. I crawled to the school, where I found a Samaritan securities. And those securities, they called the ambulance. Once they called the ambulance, when the ambulance got there, they asked who did this. They said, we cannot be involved. And then the ambulance people, they took my son to Barra. Owamie, I'm here just to find a justice for my son. I need Poshia Banda to tell me why did they took my son and go and sell him to Nayet. Why they didn't call me if he owes them anything. How cruel they are to torture a person till death. I've got so many questions that are not answered. I am bleeding. I don't think I will stop now till I find justice. Even if you can ask people that they attend school with him, they will tell you this is a very humble person. I've never teach him for so many months. Ngapha umuntu ambulele. He's still walking free. If you ask around, but by himself, now this thing happens to Ubaba Umamakabanele a long time ago. It means the thing that yenzakalayo vele elanesja. It is not only me and Umamakabanele. There's a lot of people are still going to come and tell the stories about that place. Is the government failing us that much? Is it hard for them to go and take that man and arrest him?
Phew, yeah, it really is a heavy one. It really is a heavy one. So the time that Ufano, it's Fano, ne? The time that Ufano was telling you everything that happened to him, this is the time that he was at the hospital. So at the hospital, he was still able to talk. So did the police come to take a statement from him?
The question that you just asked me now, it hurts me the most. You know, on Monday, I went to Lanesia police station to ask them why they never took a statement on my son. And then they said to me, no, you need to go back to Randfontein where he passed on, because there was a case that was open, but the case that was open, it was a case of my son passed on at home, because he passed on at home. They discharged him today at Barra Hospital and he passed on within a few hours. So they discharged him unfairly. So I said to the person that I was talking to yesterday, so you mean we must go back to Randfontein? And he said, yes, you can go back to Randfontein. So I said to my sister, can we go to the clinic that went and rescued my son on the scene? and find out what happened exactly. So we went to Lanesia's clinic, Extension 5. With God's grace, we met the same guy who was there on the scene that day. And we explained to him, Uguti, this is Upumeza, Fano's mother. And he said, yo, I was there. Your son was bad. But what I can tell you is I called the police. I'm the one who called the police. And they never came. What I did with my team, I said to my team, let's rush this boy to hospital. Otherwise, he's not going to make it. We rush him to hospital. So when he gets there, Bara Hospital, they were supposed to open a case. While he's in ward, police were supposed to go there and take everything to him because he was able to speak. And he said to us, he knows everyone who did this to him. So now, mommy, you here, you telling me that there is no case. I said, yes, I need your help. I need all the documents. Obviously, when you're going to take the patient to hospital, there is documents, obviously. So when we get there to Lanesia Extension 5 clinic, we met the same guy who was on the scene on that day. And then he said, no, I was on the scene that day. And we went there. We found out your son, we need to rush him to hospital. But what I did, I'm the one who called the police. But they never came. And he said, we took him to Bara. So I'm surprised if Bara, they never said anything about opening a case because his condition, it was a condition whereby the police must be involved. I said, oh, okay, no, thank you very much. Am I going to get the papers? He said to me, you might get the documents, you may not. Maybe they're not here now because it was 2024. 2023. Yeah, maybe the documents are in mid-range. But I'm going to ask my manager to try to find them and then I'll let you know. I said, no, thank you very much. Thank you for helping my son and make him to survive, even though eventually he did pass on. So I said to him, is it possible for you to take me where they dump him? I need to see the place. And then the guy drove with us to that bush. He stopped the ambulance. He said, Mom, I know this is going to open the wounds, but this is the place where we find him. I've lost my son. I've never thought to go to this time. I love him so much. We're friends. We're sharing everything. We struggled together. We went through a lot together. Because Magathi, Mom, I hear voices. I can't sleep. I move out at home because I can't sleep. I hear his steps. I hear his voices. Ingathuzongena kokota athi mama sengibuyile. Engangibona athi mama ulaleleni vuka uzobe uthi soyagula vuka. Angifisi lempilo engikuyo. Even to my last enemy, to lose a child. Akuyonto emnandi.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Neither you or your son really deserved all this, you know. The girl that came with the other guy to come fetch him for them to go and buy cigarettes, were they close, like in a way that even people around, even maybe the Gobela there, would say that yes, I know they were close, they used to spend time together,
Yes.
they were close. So this
For cigarette.
for
Yeah,
cigarettes.
they were smoking, all of them.
So the two, were they also in there to Twasa, or they were actually people that stayed in Lanesia before?
The people that stays in Malaysia.
So he met them when he
like
was there.
it's front opposite. They staying here and then he was here. When he's standing here, you can see them. So they were next doors.
So when you said that he did not know that bebamthengisele amakula, what do you mean?
He didn't know ukuthi bayamthengisa emakuleni.
Who is makula?
Oh, the Indians.
Indians.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to.
Sorry, the Indians.
The
Did
Indians.
I say Makula? Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
Makula.
Indians,
No, I mean even us, like we say Magula in
Yeah.
Venda, but I
Yeah.
just wanted to understand.
Yes, Indians.
So were these Indian people that did this to him?
Yeah. Yes. Nayet. He's well known in Malaysia. He's well known. People are scared of him. Yeah, apparently, yeah. He's well known. Police are scared of him. Everyone around there, they're scared of him. So, yeah.
So, okay, now he was taken to Bara. At Bara, no case was opened. Did you go to the police station to open a case for him whilst he was in the hospital? Did you
No.
think of it?
I was very confused. I was very confused in such a way that I never think straight. I thought the one that we opened the following day after he passed on, that's a case. That's a docket that they must, investigate what happened to him. All to find out, they said it was just in
A death report?
what they call it in case. What they call it in.
Sorry.
There's some term that they're using in police station that they call it, but I do have a case number. But that case number, there's nothing that I can do about it. It was just a case number that it notifies them that my son passed on. You want to know? When I asked the lady yesterday what is going on about my case, the police lady, she said to me, this is not the first time you see someone who lost their child. You're not going to come and ask me what is happening.
Is this a police officer? Where?
Yes, in Randfontein.
Is it a woman or a man?
It's a woman.
Is she black?
She's black.
Sure.
I've got it in recording. And when I speak to her, I'm speaking to her while I'm in Lanesia police station.
Because they said you should go there.
Yes. So I said, no, before I leave, let me call them while I'm here in front of you. So I called her, and she was so rude, saying to me, you know what, there's nothing that I can do. I'm going to take this case to court. The court, they must close it. Then you can go to Lens and open a case there. I said, but you opened my case last year, and I'm still waiting for you. I don't have any communication. You don't tell me what is happening. You don't even update me. Until now, Mina, I'm coming to you as police saying, these are the suspects. These are people that they killed my son. Please, someone can do something. Someone can go there and arrest them and get answers. Because I need justice for him.
The security guard that was there to help him.
Yes.
Did your son tell the security guard as well to say, this is the person that did this to me?
The security guards saw them. Yes. Security guards, they saw them. Security guards, they don't want to give any information about Nayet. Security guards, they don't want to give any information. They're scared. He is untouchable. There's a lot of gangsters in Lenasia, but that one is untouchable. Surely where he is now, he's going to kill me. He's going to hunt me down. Because he's very untouchable. His name is Nayed. His house is around the corner, the pink one. Big, big, big house. Dark inside with a big black gate. If you enter that house, people, they cannot see you inside, you cannot see them outside. And then this chick, Portia Panda, she's the one who's running everything for him.
But then, did your son mention to say, is there anything that they wanted from him?
Apparently, they were looking for someone. It looks like the place, according to my son, it looks like these people are selling souls to those people. It looks like they are hijacking people or they are kidnapping people for something that they can get from them. But all to find out, I don't have money.
Did they ever? So, I'm so sorry to ask, because I'm trying for us to just try, maybe, I don't know, because it's ununderstandable. But what I'm trying to get is, did they want money? Did they want anything?
He asked them what exactly that you want. They started searching him, pulling all the clothes, pulling the pockets, and he said, I have nothing. So there was something that they were looking, there was something that they wanted from him that he couldn't give it to them. He didn't have anything.
But within the torturing of all these days,
Exactly.
They never mentioned, or this is what we want.
Exactly, nothing. Nothing. Those two persons, Portia and the Pambata, they left him there and said, this is the person. And believe me, my son will never lie. Special to me. I know him. I know him when he's sick. I know him when he's not okay. I know him when he's hungry, even if he can say, Mama, I'm not hungry. I know him when he's sad. He was even shaking. If he can ask the doctors at Bara, he couldn't even sleep. At night, he will scream and say, here they're coming, they want to finish me. That's what happens to him. Thank God, because he gave him a chance to tell us what happened to his life. Why he ended up in Bara. What happened? Who did this to him? They are lucky, because the last time when we took his laptop to him, he said, Ma'am, I just want to write a story about everything. We find him that he was swollen. He couldn't use his fingers. I remember when we go there to try to register him again at vets, we struggled to take the picture because he was full of bandages.
Do you think you didn't think of going to open a case right there and then, because you believed your son was going to make it and he was going to go and open the case himself?
Yes. We're very excited. We're very excited. Until at 3 days only, he started to change in hospital. He started to swollen. Private part was just big as, I don't know. He said to me, Mama, where is this Nogwazing? She's outside. But did you guys manage to register me? He said, yes. And he asked me, did you tell them at work I'm sick? I said, yes, I did.
So, what was the reaction of the Gobela, the place where he was initiating? Were they of any support? Did they come? Have they been supportive throughout the whole situation?
Yes.
And if you're saying that the girl that took him out, and he says is the one that said this is the guy to the pink house, what is happening with her? Where is she and the other guy?
The guy has been arrested now.
For
killing someone.
And the girl?
The girl is still around. She's still around. That's the one that I spoke to on Monday.
You spoke to her?
I spoke to her because I wanted to grab her. I wanted to do something bad to her.
So, did you drive to her home? And?
We drove to Naeta's house.
Okay.
And we were around there just checking everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to drive to Portia's house where she stays.
Mm-hmm.
And we called her.
And she came?
She refused to come out of the gate.
But she knows you? She knew?
Probably, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. She refused to come out of the gate.
But did you see her? Was
Yes,
she on the other
we're
side
very
of the
close,
gate?
yeah. Like, just like this.
Okay.
And then I asked her, where is your friend, Bambat?
Uh-huh.
She's like, he's in jail.
Okay.
I said, where's the other one, the colored guy?
Mm.
He said, I'm not sure, maybe he's around here.
Okay.
I said, oh, okay. And then we didn't want to say anything because we're scared that we're going to chase her away or make her to run away from the police.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we went straight to police station and say, someone must help us to go there and arrest that girl so that we can get answers.
Yes. And
they never did. Instead, they said, no, someone told us about that pink house, so we were working on it. Sooner or later, we'll go and close down that house and, search the house and arrest the guy. And they left.
how do you feel?
I don't know how am I feeling. I'm empty. I don't know. If a person asks me how you feeling, I don't know. I attended so many doctors. I can't sleep at night. I sleep with medication. I can't drive anymore. She's the one who's driving for me. I'm blind more than before. If you're not next to me, I wouldn't see you. I don't know if I will ever be okay.
At this point, have you opened a case at Lanesia?
Yes, I went on Monday.
On Monday. So a case of murder was opened?
They refused. Yes, they refused. They said I must go to Randfontein. That's what I did. I went to Randfontein. I spoke to the captain. And the captain promised me that today they will go to Lanesia to arrest those people so that they can give a statement. But that was not done. I called the captain before I came here and I asked him, you promised me yesterday. You promised me that you'll go and fetch those people so that you can question them. But nothing has done.
And what did the captain
He
say?
said, I'm so sorry, I was very busy. My day was very hectic. I'll speak to someone who has a case and then they can go there. So I'm still waiting for them.
But I'm really confused. I mean, if you are someone of the law out there, maybe you can be able to tell us. The crime was committed in Lanesia South.
Yes.
So it should be easy for you to walk into Lanesia South police station and open a case.
Yes.
That is where everything happened.
True.
That is where he was thrown.
True.
That is where he was taken to the hospital from.
Yeah.
That is the place of crime. So what is so difficult? Even if the person died elsewhere, the place where the crime took place is Lanesia. I mean, police officers from Midrand, let's say for an example, or police officers from Johannesburg, they're not going to go and arrest somebody in Lanesia.
True.
The police in Lanesia are the ones that are supposed to do the job. So I'm not understanding.
Yeah, no, they said no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. They will tell you with their terms or codes that they're using before they go and arrest someone.
Did you try and speak maybe to the captain of Lanesia South?
I was
police
with the captain
station?
yesterday, Colonel. I was with the Colonel yesterday.
And?
He tried.
Okay.
He tried. He sat down, he listened on our stories, and he said to us, you know, because of you do have suspects, you know them, where are they? It is easy for us because now you did what you did because you are stressing, you're grieving, you are in pain, and I understand you. And what I'm scared of that you will end up taking
the law into
your hands. And he said, you know what, I'm gonna make a plan of we need to go to that house and arrest those people. He called Randfontein people to ask them what happened with her case. Why there is no movement
and no arrest.
Yes, and they said no, because of the case that was open, it was not a murder case. We didn't know, Guti. It is a murder. We thought maybe umntwana ushonele nje endlini.
But okay, when you went to open the case, you clearly had to have written a statement, right?
Yeah.
In the statement, you didn't mention that.
They call it inquest. They call it inquest. They said the case that I opened is the inquest.
But didn't you write a statement?
My husband, I'm going to say my husband and my cousin, they did write a statement there, but according to them, they said it's an inquest.
The statement doesn't state how he got to pass.
Yes.
But if anyone read the statement, would that not be seen as, oh, it's actually murder?
My question exactly to the lady who's holding that docket yesterday was, okay, fine, it is an inquest, but because of you went to mortuary for postmortem, obviously this was a murder because you did receive a postmortem, and the postmortem never said to you it's natural death. There's a cost of my son's death. Why don't you do a follow-up or come to us and ask us, okay, since I have the inquest docket, is there any information that you have that I can put it on a docket? Instead, he didn't even entertain me. She didn't even entertain me. She said, my docket, the inquest one, she needs to take it to court and then they can close the docket, and then once that inquest docket is closed, that's when I can go to Lanesia and open a new murder case in Lanesia.
So it means since 2023, for someone out there that's watching me that might not understand, you were not opening any other case because you thought you already opened the case.
Yes. True. And I was dumb, I must say.
I wouldn't say you were dumb. I would say you were grieving and you had no knowledge. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Because now I look very stupid in front of them. They played me. They still playing me. They still, coming with their tricks while someone who killed my son, he's outside there. She's outside there, living their lives. Now I must run around to the police stations. Even tomorrow morning, I have to be there at 8 o'clock.
Okay, well, since I know that this is still ongoing, I'm not really gonna ask too many questions on that, so that, you know, since this video is gonna go out early, so I don't want
Alright.
for us to kind of give information that would,
Okay, what's going to
you understand, yeah, that would just compromise the operation.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think there's one thing that you said, and I just want to clarify. I remember having an interview with Manela's mom, and she said her son was dumped next to the school.
Yes.
You also said the same thing.
Yes.
Was it the same bush?
Yes. Yes.
Before they left, you said he said that they shot 2 bullets.
Yes.
Were those bullets aimed at him or to the air?
To the air. It looks like they were rejoicing, thinking of his dead.
How long had your son been in Lanesia when this happened?
How long? As in the period?
The period that he stayed there.
It was 30 days, a month. Am I correct? Month.
Is it a matter of they just don't want new people around that area? Because I'm not understanding.
It's a month. It's a month. My son was working. My son was working at Clicks. My son was working at Clicks. Clicks, Key West. My son, he worked there since 2020. Until
He only moved to Lanesia South.
just especially for a month.
A month.
Yes, because he was still working. Even the resignation letter, it was sent when December, the 30th. December when? Yeah, December the 2nd. My son was working. He was there just for a month.
Have you heard of other cases where people or bodies were dumped in that same spot?
I wouldn't mention names.
Yes, of course.
Where he was, but yeah, after what happened, they did mention that they are killing people and dump them on that bush. And I open. Some of them they don't make it. Some of them they do make it. If you're lucky, maybe you will make it, but they're dumping people on that open space. I can show you that open space. I do have it on my phone. I took a video of it. Because, yeah, I had to, just to check, to see how could a person can come and dump someone in a space like this one.